Hello and welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemons, and Aubrey Plaza's Rio Vidal is one of my favorite new characters in the MCU. Rio, as we know, is the Green Witch and clearly has a complicated past with Agatha Harkness. But where does she come from? Who is she? And why can't she kill Agatha? We're gonna go through all of those things in this video right now. But first, be sure to check out nerdriot.shop where you can find the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. We have so much Agatha merch right now, and I really love this t-shirt with them walking up to the house. I love the Blood Moon shirt. You can get this also as a tank top. We have a Blade shirt. We have also all these like metal shirts that I have. I have this one with the demon on it, but then we also have a Mephisto one. You can get a lot of like Halloween-y shirts at New Rockstars at nerdriot.shop. It's the best way to support the channel and all the work that we bring to you here today. All right, let's get into the video. As a warning, right now, I'm spoiling episodes 1 and 2 of Agatha All Along. I'm also gonna be spoiling WandaVision. So if it's taking you this long to watch WandaVision, I'm allowed to spoil it. But just so you know, episodes 1 and 2 will both be spoiled. Oh, I'll also be incorporating a few other scoops in the mix, but I'll give you warnings before we get to those scoops just in case. In the first episode of Agatha All Along, we watch Agatha living in a dazed fake reality referred to as Agnes of Westview, where she's a cop solving a murder and all the clues lead back to her. However, she couldn't recognize she was trapped in her spell until the teen and Rio showed up to snap her out of it. Rio enters the episode posing as a Federal Agent Vidal to be more specific. She does this to get closer to Agatha. Shortly after Agatha snaps out of Wanda's hex, Rio shows up in all her crazy murderous glory and is revealed she can't really kill Agatha, but also sucking up Rio's powers would also kill Agatha. Clearly, Agatha and Rio have a history, not only in their heavy sexual tension fight, but in press material and interviews, they've suggested a romantic relationship between the two witches. The black heart on Lilia's list also suggests their heartbroken past, and God, is Agatha doing a bad job of hiding that past relationship. She grabs Mrs. Hart, hence the heart drawn on Lilia's list, to replace the much needed Green Witch because Ms. Hart likes to garden, the thing she'll do to run away from her ex, and she's doing a bad job at it. While Rio Vidal's history and motivations as a character were kept secret from the press, I'd like to return to Can We Get Some Toasted Scoop. This isn't a major leak, it's not a super major scoop. I'll say that first before I get into it because it does show a lot of evidence to just how strong Rio might be. Can We Get Some Toast mentioned how Rio is the first Green Witch. Being a Green Witch is already incredibly powerful. Not to necessarily like rank these witches, but I'd argue Rio is right under, if not aligned perfectly with Agatha's powers. A Green Witch in theory can heal and commune with nature, but since this is the MCU, we have to heighten that. Does that mean that she could reanimate someone whose body is decomposing in Earth? Perhaps. And seeing as she's the first Green Witch, this could mean she's the first witch to commune with nature, making her ancient and full of wisdom. I think her being the first Green Witch would be accurate to Can We Get Some Toasted Scoops because they mentioned way back in 2023, Rio's heart is black and it beats for Agatha, which Rio says almost verbatim in the episode. They also discussed the beginning up until the fight scene, so I believe they actually got some accurate scoopage. Scoopers? Nah, we'll say accurate scoopage. Additionally, Rio being ancient wouldn't surprise me because Rio also mentions this.
How long's it been, Agatha? Not sure. Since you acquired the Darkhold, you hid behind all that dark magic.
So I assume they started their relationship before Agatha went crazy from the magic, maybe during or before her trial in 1693. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. Autumn's here, and if you're feeling stressed by the thought of going back to school or overwhelmed by all the work you have to do before the end of the year, it might be time to talk to a therapist. That's something BetterHelp can help you do. BetterHelp makes starting therapy easier and less intimidating for a lot of people. First, use our link to go to their site, betterhelp.com/newrockstars. The site will ask you to answer a few questions so BetterHelp can match you up to one of their over 30,000 therapists who they think can help you out the most. The therapist they pick for you will have tons of experience dealing with whatever you're going through. Every single one of their therapists is licensed, has a master or doctorate degree, and has spent over 3 years and 1,000 hours working with people just like you. You'll be matched to a therapist usually within 48 hours, so you can get started fast. We've been promoting BetterHelp for a while and have heard some amazing feedback from you guys, and we got permission to share this review from one of our viewers who said this. I've had a few therapists over the last couple of years. My therapist was the most open and accommodating therapist I've ever had. He listened when I needed to talk and told me some hard truths when I needed to listen. I couldn't recommend him more. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/newrockstars or choose New Rockstars during sign up and enjoy a special discount on your first month. However, something happened there that clearly split the two apart and left Rio looking for her because Agatha was hiding behind the veil of Darkhold magic since then. Now during the fight scene between Agatha and Rio, they have this little exchange.
You can't kill me.
You can't kill me. It's not allowed.
There are a lot of rules to witchcraft in the MCU. No practicing dark magic and the Covenstead rule. These are the rules that we learned through Agatha All Along and WandaVision. Jack Schaefer mentioned in different interviews that they learned different rules to follow through their research, and one significant rule in all TV and movie covens is a witch shouldn't harm their own coven. We see how everyone reacts to Agatha with disdain, which stems from her killing her own coven. So I believe Rio can't kill Agatha because it's against witch rules. And if Rio is the first Green Witch, she probably stands by it because it's an old rule. It's in Hocus Pocus, it's in American Horror Story Coven. Another witch should never betray her coven, and death is considered betraying if you didn't know that, so just don't do it. Even in American Horror Story, I think they had to stand trial for the redheaded witch, and then she burned to death anyways at the end. Realistically, Rio could kill Agatha if she wanted to, but I think there's something actually physically stopping her from doing so. In the promotional material they gave us a while back, we have 6 tarot cards. The first card was Death, which usually depicts the Grim Reaper, but here it looks like Rio Vidal. In Death's hand is a flower and a heart. Though the heart doesn't look black, Rio and Agatha still have this little exchange.
You don't have a heart.
Yes, I do. It's black. And it beats for you.
This card may symbolize what Agatha has done to Rio. It's clear that Rio, like Aubrey Plaza said, has plenty of layers. She's a little crazy, very dangerous, and get physical at literally any time or moment, which feels like how they played when they were in a relationship. In their messy breakup, Agatha might have physically removed Rio's heart through witchcraft or a specific spell, and it's now turned black and stopped beating in a way, almost like she's bounded. I theorized during my video on the tarot cards that this could symbolize Rio healing from a broken heart that she removed and waiting for Agatha to appear on her radar again. However, I now think she can't kill Agatha because Agatha and her performed a spell that forbids them from harming one another. This would physically interrupt why she couldn't kill Agatha, and Agatha would die if she attempted to suck her powers.
So take my power.
It's cute, but you know that would kill me.
Agatha mentioning sucking Rio's powers would kill her is also a new thing that we learned this episode. We saw what she did to her coven. She even consumed some of Wanda's powers in WandaVision, and both times didn't kill her. The way Agatha even mentions it now, like they both know her powers would kill her, is interesting and is why I think there's a bond or spell between the two. It could be because Rio's powers of green magic is uncontrollable or too volatile for her. Theoretically, witches can dabble in a little bit of everything, but these witches are associated with specific subgroups: divination, potions, and protections. We get this scene.
Oh, I don't have time for this! Just blast me, you bitches!
So they have different magical abilities Agatha can still take and suck up. It's only Rio's that'll kill her. Again, possibly due to a bond they share or magical connection they've built. There's also been a lot of speculation around Rio's character actually not being who she says she is, that maybe Agatha's long lost lover is actually a phony.
Hey everybody! This guy's a great big phony!
Folks have theorized she's Morgan Le Fay, a dark ancient villainous sorceress from the comics coming from King Arthur legends, also featured in The Runaways. She also is in possession of the Darkhold. Or Enchantress. There are 2 Enchantresses in Marvel Comics, both Asgardian. One was the enemy of Thor, and the other one got their powers from Loki. People have also suggested, like her Black Heart, she could be Mephisto's daughter, who in the Marvel Comics is also named Black Heart. Well, in the comics, it was Mephisto's son. They were first seen in 1989's Daredevil issue 270. They've encountered Daredevil, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and are insanely powerful with supernatural abilities. Like I said earlier, they were Mephisto's son in the comics. Because she refers to her having a black heart, people suggest they might be a gender swap version for Rio. Though Rio said, "I have a black heart," so this means like a physical black heart, not her name being Black Heart. The only part of this for me that makes sense is Marvel has gender swap characters from Marvel Comics before. This would also be very, very fun, but I think referencing the Black Heart wasn't in her name. It was just in her actual bodily heart. Aubrey has alluded to having a big shocking reveal behind her character, so she's something of great importance not just to Agatha but to the show and all. Her also being an original character unlike the rest of the coven is noteworthy. And also them casting Aubrey Plaza may suggest they want her to appear in the future of the MCU. We still have some projects like Doctor Strange 3, Midnight Sun, Scarlet Witch's solo movie, possibly a Moon Knight season 2, hopefully Blade. There's a long list of supernatural projects for Rio to get her hands in, and through this season we might see how Marvel's planning on using her in the future of the MCU. Let me know how you felt about Rio and the dual premiere of Agatha All Along, and comment down below if you love the show as much as I do. Follow me at Lulu_Clemons, subscribe to all 3 channels of the new Rockstars network for all breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you later.